called Alliance. I'm very excited. I'm a gold executive with the company, Alliance Motion Global. I am also a speaker of the company. That means I'm a paid speaker of the company. I'm very excited for that. I'm also a captain of the company. Yes, I'm also a captain of the company. I'm excited. I do international business. That's why I've been able to travel to so many countries doing what I do, and what I do is this business. On top of that, I also appreciate everyone who is always in this business. I have also been able to build up a team, and this team I've been able to build has been able to expand many places. And I am also someone who appreciates the beginning, the power of humble beginnings. That's where I really appreciate so much. So I think you might be the second person here in this training, but I'll be taking you through an amazing training. So in network marketing, the first month I joined, I didn't make any money. Now I joined for money and I didn't make any money. That's a little bit devastating. It's a little bit stressing. First day, first month, I didn't make any money. And when I was joining, I had a lot of problems. And every problem I had wanted money. Now, second month, now I talked to more than 100 people in my first month, and no one gets started. In my second month, I recruit 4 people. And the third month, I kept on recruiting. Others joined and others did not join. But what I focused on more is to keep on talking to another person. Yes, another person. Then 7 months in the business, I was given this rank called Silver Executive when I didn't know, simply because I kept on reordering products. I kept on making sales. I kept on recruiting, and I was given the rank of Silver Executive. In my second month, I became a gold executive of the company. I became a captain of the company. I traveled in my second year. I got really something amazing in this business, and I'm very excited for that. But today, I'm not coming to talk about that. That's why I'm not talking about that. The reason why I've come to talk about today, this evening, is about the power, the winning mindset of a network marketer. That's the reason why I've come this evening talking to you. The winning mindset in network marketing. I want to talk to you about the power of thinking a little bit bigger. Now, to begin up with, in this business, really, everyone has an opportunity to succeed, but everyone also has an opportunity to fail. But now, what differentiates some this power the person be able to get is in the training like this. Trainings only help you to minimize the chances of failure in this business. Now, when you throw the coin will not fall both sides. We have to open one side of the coin and see what is there. One side of the coin says you can become successful in this business, and another side of the coin says you may not make it in this business. But now, what brings it really amazing, what makes us so certain that the coin will fall on the side of success, is the power of these trainings we have this evening. So to begin up with, everything really begins in this little thing called mind. Everyone has the same size. Of course, scientists tell us this mind is the same, the size is the same. The only difference is what is contained in the mind, or the content that is in the mind. It is what makes the difference. The person who becomes very successful has a different thing in the mind that has the same size. But someone who becomes a failure also has something that he contains in the brain, which is of the same size. So everything really probably begins in the mind. Everything begins in the mind. Now, I want to talk about the other mind, but I'll focus so much about the right mindset for success. We now know anything you put in your head will take you somewhere. Anything you put in your head will take you somewhere. But now we are going to focus more on the right mindset for success. Now, talk about right mindset. I'm not saying that other people have wrong mindsets. What I'm saying is that others have a mind that takes them somewhere, but not for success. You can be going to a wrong place, but your mind is very right. Maybe someone gives you a wrong direction, but this evening I'll talk to you about the power of having the right mindset in network marketing and what can make you really succeed. Now, the first thing I would say is believe big and believe fast. Now, everyone was, of course, is going to write in the chat room the word believe big and believe fast. That's why we're beginning. Believe fast and believe big. Now, the chances are you are going to go slow depending on the quantity of your belief. How big is what you believe? The moment you believe in fast, your success comes fast. The longer you take to believe that it is real, the longer you take to become successful in this industry. But also, you need to believe a little bit faster. If you believe big, then you need to believe in faster. If you are supposed to join tomorrow, you join today. That is what I'm talking about. I hope you're getting me there. When you want to join in next week, you say, how can I make it this week? When you want to become successful next month, you say, let me make it this month. When you want to maybe talk to somebody about this business tomorrow, you can say, why not today? There is a picture that says, let us talk to next year's person this year. That's the picture a network marketer has to be able to develop, the art of believing big and believing fast. Believe big and believe fast. Now, because when you believe fast and bigger, you become successful. But how do we define success? Success simply means personal achievement. It can be able to mean nice homes. It can be able to mean a nice car. It can mean good properties, vacations, and the other things that we all know. Success can also mean winning admiration. People want to be like you. You become a participant. You become an accommodation of people. When they look at you and they say, I wish I can be like that person, that is also success, according to me. Now, the other thing is don't stay new and small for a long time. Do not stay new and small for a long time. Now, you can start this business with one account. That is very okay for a beginning time, but do not stay like that for a long time. That's what I'm talking about. You don't stay in that place for a long time. You stay somewhere, but not for a long time. Then don't stay for a long time in the mode of I don't have money mode. I don't have money mode. Now sometimes it's like a taboo for you not to have money. Now don't be happy to have one house. Now don't be happy renting a one-bedroom house. I remember when you read in the Bible, my Bible tells me that God says, subdue the earth, overtake, take charge of the earth. Now, you cannot be taking charge when you're in a one bedroom. You get it? You get what I'm talking about. You cannot be able to say you are one of the people that God said to dominate the earth when you're in one bedroom. You get it? We want to dominate with power. So we are not going to be staying in the attitude of saying, I don't have money for a long time. You don't have money when you're 10 years. At 20, you don't have. At 30, you don't have. At 40, you don't have. At 50, you don't have. At 60, you don't have. At 70, you are borrowing, It is really not good. So this business, a mindset of someone who sees it, want to see it big. They want to make it big. And they believe in so fast. Now, you need to get married to a certain attitude that says, I can move a mountain faith. Now, there is no one that I know in this business who has this faith than Mr. Rogers, who has this faith of, I can carry a mountain. Now, sometimes you can be 10 and the 9 people say, let us see whether we can see whether they can be able to lift it up. Then later on, you find out this man has started lifting up. I like this gentleman that says, when you are about to die, let death find you looking for a new mountain to conquer, not slowing down an old one. It's an amazing statement from Les Brown. He said that when you're about to die, let death find you looking for a new mountain to conquer, not looking for and not coming down the old mountain, So I have this believing mind that you believe in bigger. When people succeed in this business, why do you say you're the only one who fail? People join and they recruit in 10 people. Why do you say you're the one who will not recruit one? Others join and they bring in 20, 50 people. Why are you scared? You can really be able to make it. Understand the difference between constraints and human potential. Now, constraints are things that humans have been able to make on earth, but potential is what you are made of. Now, constraints are man-made laws. Sometimes you are born You find people walking on the left side of the road and you start moving by the roadside. You drive and they tell you drive 40, others tell you drive 30, and this really makes you to operate under your potential. It is only the car owner who knows the potential of the car. But if you drive on how do people see me, you really underperform. Then also control the management, control your mind about Mr. Triumph and Mr. Defeat in your mind. Now, every day when you wake up, there are two people in your mind. One tells you can make it, and the other one tells you cannot make it. Now, be able to manage this for very well. When you wake up in the morning and you say, I am not feeling well, what probably happens to you is the mind of defeat start telling you, have you heard him? He said he's not feeling well. Can you find other reasons to make sure that he's not feeling well? Then you find feeling malaria, you start feeling headache, you feel like quitting, you feel like giving up. Manage this mindset very well. Number two, I want you to cure yourself from the sickness called excusitis. A sickness called excusitis. I want everyone to type the word excusitis, an amazing sickness that affects people. When you're going to become successful in this business, the only thing we want to hear from you why you are not joining this business, it is when you say, I have died. When you say I've died, that's when you shall know that indeed you have failed to join this business. But no matter how hard things get, I want you to get rid of the sickness called excusitis. Now, why you say that? This sickness always attack people without achievements. The moment you have no achievement, you have no car, you have no house, you have no proper money, you are not financially free. Now, many times these sicknesses come to you. You are the target market why you should give an excuse. You don't have any business and you'll be the first target why you should not join any business. You'll be looking for a job. The moment you find a business idea, you want to be negative about it. Why? Because you are a target market of a sickness called excusitis. Like any other disease, this sickness gets worse over time. Anytime you become chronic, you become more chronic, you become more chronic, you become more chronic. I remember there's a story of a doctor. There's a patient who looked for a doctor to tell him that he has a heart problem. And the doctor told him, you don't have a heart problem. He looks in and he refers him to another doctor. Then the second doctor tells this gentleman, you don't have another problem. You don't have a heart problem. This gentleman was referred to another doctor, the third one. And the third one tells him, man, you don't have a heart problem. Let me refer you to another doctor. And he gave him to the fourth doctor. And the doctor tells him, you don't have a heart problem. But the man said he's looking for another doctor to go to India. Why? This man is looking for a doctor that can tell him he has a heart problem. The question is, if you have found 4 doctors telling you you have no disease, why are you looking for the 4th one? There are people who are looking for someone to tell them why they cannot do this business. Instead of looking for people who can tell them you can make it, you're a champion, you can build big, they're always looking for a negative friend who can tell them that you cannot. So and so failed. You cannot be able to make it. So and so has not been able to make it. Understand it very well. Now, develop a mindset. I am going to live until I die mindset. However sick you get, understand that you're going to become better. You are going to be better. You are not dying soon. This sickness of excusitis can actually kill you. We know it has killed you when you are poor. That's why we know it. Now, worrying, laziness, and doing nothing is one of the critical symptoms of this sickness called excusitis. If you don't do anything, you are worrying too much and you're lazy, you don't want to do anything about it. You're waiting actually maybe for the next president to come. That's when you're starting a business. My God, this sickness will attack you, and seriously, we find you chronic of this sickness. Now, don't fertilize the weeds. Do not fertilize the weed. Do not fertilize the weed. Don't be the one who is going to the garden to give more power to the weeds instead of other plants. You don't need the weeds, Remind yourself that it's better to wear off than to rust out. Get yourself out of the box of fear. Tell yourself that, if others have made it, why not to me? I can be able to make it. Why am I the only one who fails to do this? I can make it. I can't be the only one poor in our family. I cannot be the only one who is poor among my friends. Everyone is making money. How come not me? Don't use your brain power to find out how things work. Things don't work out. Why grow old and use all your mind to find out why things don't work out? Find the ability to say it shall work out. Have the success of the mindset people, of the billionaires. Point number 3 probably is to become confident and destroy fear. Be very, very confident and destroy fear. Now, know that there is no medical treatment for fear, and it will never be there. There shall never be any medical treatment for fear, and we all know that. Now, fear can only be cured by action. Have you ever remembered that you fear the dark place you went through, and you found out you don't even fear that place? So understand that fear can only be treated by action. Do you fear to join? Get started. Do you fear to sell? Just approach. Do you fear to approach a friend? Just go. I remember a scenario of how to get fear. When you were very fearful about something, count 5, and you start counting from 5. When you see someone in front of you and you fear to approach them, you start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Then you go. When you're getting started, when you're scared of maybe starting, you start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start, and it's a very good way of getting rid of fear. There is something you want to do, and you're scared or someone is scaring you. Just stand straight and start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You're always that person who start counting. Anything you get rid of, you count 5 up to 1. Wishful thinking is not a way of making money. You can never be successful by wishful thinking. Go for faith. Everything disappears at the point of death. When you're about to die, everything you're thinking about disappears. When you're about to die, everything you're thinking about now disappears. You're scared of your aunt. You're scared of approaching somebody. You're scared of losing money. When you're about to lose your last breath, everything disappears. And you really wonder, what was I even fearing? So go for everything. Your greatest confidence to be this business, this same global opportunity. Because now, if it is not this, what else are you going to be doing? Ways of becoming richer, many. I can tell it to you. 1, be employed. But boss will always make the money. That means you never become a millionaire. Second way, start a business. Which is not network marketing. When you start maybe a shop, a supermarket, I'm telling you, a bigger shop is coming near yours. And remember, you're starting small. Not everyone will start small. You start with a small shop, someone will bring a supermarket around you. And all of a sudden, you have disappeared. For you to become a millionaire, you must already be a millionaire. Number 3, go for betting. But someone says to win once in betting, you must survive lightning 2 times. It's like you must be hit by lightning twice to win 1 in betting. But how can you now survive 2 lightning without dying? It is very hard, So this business is so amazing. It's something that you cannot be able to think about. When I joined this business, I've never thought about anything apart from this business. I've never thought about anything apart from this business. And I don't know, because the greatest opportunity is this one here. This is the business you are going to do. It's bulletproof. It is economic proof. It cannot be proven by capital. The only thing you need is your mind to be open and you're ready to learn. There are people who can help you. This is the opportunity to go. Becoming the smartest in the room. So be your disease. This is something amazing. Now, be the best. If you come to sales, be the best. If you come to anything, tell yourself, I'm going to become the best person. Walk, talk, and shake like the rich. Now, this is where confidence comes in. I like a certain statement that says here that confidence grows faster in the bank by daily encashment. It's amazing. Confidence becomes every day. If you want to be very confident champion, visit the bank every day. Do you know what it means every day to go to pick money at the bank? Your confidence grows higher and higher and higher. You rarely visit the hospital because your immunity is all the time boosted. You feel you are excited. You feel your immunity is okay. Reason why, all the time you are at the bank. Try it. You can't believe the poor are the ones always in the hospital. Imagine, think about that. Confidence grows at the bank. Point number 4, which is our second last point. Decide to go big or go bigger. Think about that for a minute. Go big. When things get harder, get instead more harder. When you see things are more harder, get more harder. You are not going home. We say we are not choosing to either go big or go home. For us, we are going bigger. When we reach bigger, we now go to the biggest part. We are not playing a small league here. I want to understand that if you want big money, this is the potential. If you're looking for a bigger business, this is the potential. You want to become a millionaire, it is this business. If it's account, we are going for 31 accounts. You are not going to be happy. Even if you reach 7 accounts, don't be happy. Start, that's where you're beginning. Reach 31 accounts, start another dashboard. We are going, as long as we are on the race, we know where we are heading, and we are so confident that we are going bigger or we are going home. You add an account now, you add another one. You add another one, become the craziest person. If it's making money, you head into the top. You're not here to just make some money. Champions, if you really want to get out of poverty, this is the business to go, and you're going to make it happen. If it's a team, focus on building the biggest team. Focus on recruiting the sharp people in your team. If it's your mind, you're thinking bigger. Don't just dream about a house. Think about houses. Think about having plenty of them. You're not content by having one. You get 10 and you're looking for another one. If you're to get married now, marry the best and the biggest person. Now I'm talking to the ones who are single. I'm not saying that if you're getting married, look for someone else. What I'm saying is, if you are not yet married and you're looking for someone to get married to, make sure you're marrying the best person and you're marrying the biggest person. I hope Mr. Jackson has got that very well. You're marrying the best person and you're marrying the biggest person. Why? Out of 8 billion people, choose someone that you really don't like. You get my point. Go bigger. The biggest wave of the sea make the greatest sailors. If you're going to make it bigger in any industry, go for the biggest challenges. You're going to go for the biggest things. You're not going for the smallest thing. Number 5 is to have a clear vision, but flexible on the details. To have a clear vision, but to be very flexible in the details. Vision means you want to become very rich, but the business you're doing, no one has ever become rich in it. You are, maybe you're selling food, and for you to become a millionaire, actually you need to sell maybe 5,000 plates of food in one single day, and that's what makes you to become in that side. So break up the details. The vision is there, but make sure the details are a little bit broken into a very good space. Break them into details. Successful have the clear vision, but they know that arriving at the end destination or reaching at the end result of that vision will require a lot of hard work, will require a lot of activities. What gets you to the point A will not be the same thing probably that gets to point B. Understand that what will take me here to another point. Now, you have got a group of people like this one who are training you how to become a millionaire. Think about that. Even when your teachers were teaching about Rift Valleys, how about meeting someone who is teaching you about becoming a millionaire, a billionaire, how to set goals, how to be in training, how to be rich in 10 years, how to be rich in 3 years' time? How about that? Think about that. As you keep growing and progressing, you need to be open to new ideas. There are people who have been like, there are people who even think that maybe the fruit Adam ate in the Garden of Eden is the one making them not to become successful now. There are people like that. Up to now, they are thinking that the other fruit Adam ate and Eve ate in the garden are the ones affecting them now. And their mind have stopped thinking about new things. You teach them about network marketing, they tell you, for me, I'm used to frying chapati. You tell them there's a new business. No, for me, I'm used to, teaching. You tell someone there's a new business you have to have. For me, I'm used to of frying pancakes, until the brain has refused to get new ideas. How can you be able to become successful? If the fruit was eaten in the garden, please let it be in the garden, So when your vision is clear, does not mean that you're not going to get problems. There are times that are coming that are hotter. But remember, there shall never be any problem bigger than you. If you don't let your mind to expand, it is problems have no size. You are the only one who gives it size. Problems have no size. You are the only one who gives it size. Understand Murphy's law is always there. Mafilo states that anything that can go wrong will probably go wrong. Don't be there in, someone says, I wish I would have been in this business, but now last year in January, I lost some money. Why is your mind the other side? Understand that I want to go here, and this is what I really want to do, you know? And the other thing is, nothing worth having comes easy. Nothing worth having comes easy. Everything that comes easy, they're not worth having, you know? So understand that if it is this business, you're not going to be sleeping in a bed of roses. I remember Gold Executive Janet was saying that, understand, it's not going to be a walk in the park, it's going to be a marathon, you know? Anything that is good, it is not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be something that you come and, you know, since you have joined this business and people come by bus, you know, there are some distributors you're expecting, maybe a bus comes and parks at home and says, wow, Rogers, you have joined. We heard you have joined. Now we have all come to buy from you. We are your customers. I know you have never presented to us, but we have come to all join. You know, no, that's not going to happen. Understand that nothing worth having comes easy. There's a people you're going to talk to, they tell you they're not interested. There are some you tell them, they tell you they're interested. But understand that the persistence of the water breaks the rocks. It's not because of its power, but because of the persistence. One drop of the water, one drop of the water, one drop of the water eventually can reduce the size of a mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, that's where my training is coming to an end. I really appreciate everyone for coming. I know you have gotten something amazing, and that's the end of my training. God is really going to bless you a lot. And I'm very, very sure that you cannot be in this training and God fails to bless somebody like you. See you at the top, the bottom is overcrowded. Back to you, Sir Rogers. Thank you for the invite. May God bless you.
Wow. This is extraordinary. I want to ask the audience a question. If you was to pay for this training, how much money would you pay for this training? Put it in the chats. If you was to pay for this training, okay, how much money, which price would you put this training? Kindly go in the chats. I want to see how much money would you pay for this training. Wow. Elisha, $300. Eston Beta, $2,000. Raphael says it's priceless. I said how much money? Priceless is not money. Okay, $1 million. Wow. Okay, thank you so much. It's a lot of money. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, that's powerful. Coach Sandra says $1,000. Wow, this is amazing. Coach Bita Kalunga says $5,000. And Innocent says $100. And Nambiru Ruth says 1,000 euros. Okay, Coach Janet says overpopulated money. Coach Leah says 100,000 Marawian kwacha. Okay, Coach Bridget says $1 billion. Wow, and Coach Kayo Lut says 1 million kwacha. I'm sure. Then I don't know, pounds or P1000. Wow, this is $2 million. Mark said. This one says $1,500, and this one says 5. So you can get the picture, ladies and gentlemen. Lily, you can get the picture of what I'm trying to say, that this is a training that worth the millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. You are right to say it's priceless because you can't even buy it. But if anyone would want to charge you, it could be a lot of money. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I was talking about. Coach Jumaka, I've always appreciated your knowledge, your expertise, whatever you are doing. May God richly bless you, because it is a fuel that you have given to us. You don't know how impactful this training has done to us. It has been powerful and amazing. If you are remaining the same, I'm sure as fear has no medicine, also remaining the same has no medicine, until when you pull up yourself and get yourself on the 2 feet and start moving. So otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let's appreciate Mr. Jumaka for this priceless, for this 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 million US dollars training that he has just given us. This is why I love network marketing. Can you imagine someone pouring your heart to you? Even me, I never paid him even a single money, but his heart is pouring the heart, ladies and gentlemen, like we have paid him $1 million US dollars. Can you imagine this? This is why we love this business. This is why we love this family, because it brings out, you know, people like Mr. Jumaka, who is ready to deliver even when no one has paid him. So very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. We thank God for you, Coach Jumaka, and keep on winning, sir. Keep on doing it in a great way. We always invite you at Global Team, and I've seen a lot of leaders appreciating here. We appreciate you so much, and we'll keep winning as a team. Thank you so much, Coach Jumaka. I've seen a lot. Coach, our newest silver executive, is appreciating for powerful training. You have made me realize what a gold mind we have. I'm underutilizing it. And Coach Bita says, it's not over until I win. Coach Janet, yes, Babirie, my upline says, we appreciate so much for that amazing knowledge. And Coach Lowell says, she says training was wonderful. Thanks, my leader Jumaka. Coach, that's right, Coach Rogers. Wow, this is amazing and very powerful. Coach Jumaka, it is really so much appreciated, the training you have given to us. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that even tomorrow is a Friday. So make sure that you tune in. We have, as I told you, we have the doctor who is going to train us in a great and the best way. So make sure you are using the same link you have used right now to tune in and make it happen. So I'm going to ask the leader who opened our meeting with the prayer to end it with the prayer. Leader Helen Lau from Botswana, kindly you are going to close. But before, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here, you are not yet a member, and you would say, because of this training, tomorrow it can't leave me without paying my money, please go ahead and tell the person who invited you and tell them that I'm ready. For me, I'm ready to get ready to start, such that they can help you to start. We don't want to leave you behind. I'm sure the doubts and fear are killed, and they will be killed by you taking the action that you have been waiting to take, because fear will never go until when you take the action. Thank you so much. So, Leader Lao, you can take us through a closing prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, my leader. Thank you. I just want to appreciate our leader Jumaka for that wonderful presentation, which will take us far. Let's bow our heads and thank the Heavenly One. Father, we thank you for this precious presentation. Lord, grant us the grace to keep it in our hearts and to continue learning and to do whatever we have been taught today, Lord. Lord, we want to thank you for this day, and we want to thank you for all the leaders in this team. Father, your grace will be with us tonight, and we will sleep and we will wake up tomorrow morning to see the other day. In Jesus' mighty name, I've prayed. Amen.
Amen and amen. See you at the top, everyone. The bottom is overcrowded.